Right now we're all really hurting, and this is a really great place to start to heal. Sorry. I'm sorry everyone, it's getting a lot harder and harder to formulate words to describe what is happening in our country right now. To keep watching these horrific tragedies unfold, and the secret police given more power, a bigger budget, no oversight, no accountability. Are we just going to stand around and let them keep killing us? No! We refuse to accept this fascist government. No! We refuse to accept a mass Gestapo. No! We refuse to let our neighbors and fellow Americans die in the streets. If this were happening in a foreign country, the United States military would have already intervened with patriotic freedom bombs, right? Right, because nothing says freedom like blowing a bunch of shit up, right? Once again, ICE is at the center of the deaths of innocent lives. Lorenzo Salgado Araujo in Houston, a man who has been living here for 35 years. A quiet, peaceful, hardworking small business owner and family man who now leaves behind his wife and 3 sons. All because unidentified, armed masked goons threatened him and he fled like any other rational human being would. Would you not run? That is not a death sentence. A few days later, not even a week went by, a Colombian husband and father, Joan Sebastian Guerrero, on his way to work, was gunned down in front of his wife and his 3-year-old child sitting in the back seat. Shame! He had work authorization. He had a social security number. Not that matters. Not that any of that matters. That is not a death sentence. And ICE already admitted that they weren't even the intended targets. Yet now they're gone. These men who were killed weren't criminals, but they were murdered by criminals. And these criminals represent and defend the current American administration. This is what they wanted all along. These are our friends, our neighbors, our brothers and sisters. And if these vicious thugs are going after them, they're coming after you too. These weren't police officers. They're cosplayers fulfilling their racist wet dreams. And surprise, surprise, we're told no body cam footage. Guess what? We have photos of them wearing body cams. They're not releasing the evidence. Why? I wonder. We need ICE off of our streets. We need to restore order and provide justice for all of the families who have been affected. We need action. Do you agree? Yes! If you're here, that is already a step in the right direction. But we need more. We need more pressure. We have thousands already of volunteers signed up. We get more and more every single day. Then I encourage you all to visit the tables here. I encourage you to step up and have a conversation. Join Negro Watch. Join CORN. Join the DSA. Join the groups in the Springs that are actively fighting to protect our community and the groups to protect our citizens, to protect this country from further destruction. Join them so we can do something. It's great that you're here to show your support. It's great that you're here to show your love, your kindness, your generosity, your spirit. And yes, many of us need this to begin to heal. But we are all soldiers in this battle. The battle is far from over. We are standing arm in arm, holding each other up, supporting one another, protecting our brothers and sisters in this fight for freedom against an oppressive regime that is trying to tear us apart. But we won't let them, right? Right! Our love and our light will pierce through their darkness, and our phoenix will rise again. Are you with me? Yes! When I say ice out, you say for good. Ice out! Ice out! Ice out! Ice out! Ice out! Ice out! I really tried to keep this not so angry. But I don't know if my anger or my sadness is greater. It's a little bit hard to figure this out. But we're all here together. We're all going to hold each other up. And we're going to keep fighting that good fight. As we honor... Yeah, thank you. We're here to honor the lives that are lost and stand together with the families of the victims. So I would like to call up the next speaker before we continue. Also representing 5051, and I'm sorry, my name is Eric. I never even introduced myself. I'm all over the place. I'm Eric from 5051. I'm sure you've seen me a bunch of times. Keep supporting this movement. Keep supporting us. We'll keep supporting you. Put your hands together, please, for Sean from 5051. Thank you.
Hey y'all, thank you for coming out. I am sorry this is why we have to come out, but you know, it's good to be here today to share our collective righteous anger and grief. We have spent a year and a half watching members of the beloved community being kidnapped and murdered, and I am so glad you came out today so we can be in community. But I need to say something that's very important. I am someone who spends the majority of my life this past year and a half organizing protests. But I'm here to tell you again that protest will not fix this. Protest is not all we can do. We are trying to help every protest that we have to provide people with opportunities so you can find more ways to help. We have to do more. I know it's exhausting. Trust me, I know it's exhausting. And if you need to step back, step back. This is not a sprint, this is not a marathon, this is a relay. Once this gets too heavy for you, you can put it down for a while and there will be somebody else to pick that up. So what I'm asking everybody to do today is to make a choice, to make a conscious choice, to make that decision and commitment to help keep our neighbors safe. We know at the end of the day, you know, there's always that chant, who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
We do. So we need to be out there helping to keep our neighbors safe.
Amen.
So that can be a myriad of ways. We've got 2 ways right over here. We've got CORN, which is rapid response. You can train to be a rapid responder confirmer, so you can go to ICE events that people call in and confirm them. Then also we have Mira Watch, which is doing a ton of amazing work here. There's other things people can do also, so we want to make sure that you understand that we keep pressure on our representatives. I don't care if they have a D or an R behind their name. From now on, we are not stopping. We are not letting up. We are going to continue to put constant pressure on elected representatives to ensure that they keep our neighbors safe and they keep our community safe. We're going to keep going. So look at these organizations and devote your time and energy. You see there's some hearts around here. Each one of those hearts is somebody that's been murdered by ICE or DHS. What I am asking people to do, what we're asking people to do is to take one of those hearts, go look online, research that person, and then make a post on social media and tag us. And then we will share all of those stories. We cannot forget that every single one of these names is they had a life, they had people that loved them, they loved people. We cannot forget any of them. None of them are more important than the other. So please take one of these hearts, please post on social media, and tag us on there. I am hoping I don't mess this up too much, but here we go. This is hard. It's hard to come out here, and all the work that we're doing is hard, but we have to keep remembering that this is not harder than a 3-year-old who watched their father get shot in front of them.
Yeah.
So we cannot become desensitized. We have to keep going. So we're going to make this commitment today that we do what we can to protect our community. Salva el pueblo, solo al pueblo. Only the people can save the people. And as always, fuck ICE.
Thank you, Sean. I'd love to introduce the next person. He's going to be your host and MC for today and future events. If you're not familiar with this person, he has been on the front lines fighting with us for quite some time, and I've had the honor of working with him for a little while now. Please give a warm welcome to Tio Piki Dez.
Hello and good day. Let's take a second, just a moment, to be silent, to feel what it means to come together. Look around you. It's not one demographic. It's not one kind of person present. This is Colorado Springs. This is what it looks like to come together and to show that we may live in the conservative past of our city, but we're moving forward. And we're doing that with love and some fury. Join me in a second. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your heart of what it means to build a divine us. They would not work so hard to scare you, to silence you, if They weren't fearful of the power of the people coming together to say, no more. I am not a man of peace. I'm a man of action. Peace is an action. So is rage. So is anger. And I'll tell you right now, every heart that you see on one of these trees fills my heart with a little more rage, because I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of looking at this, hoping, praying that things will just get better. Who here has talked down a rabid animal? Who here has seen a fire on the horizon and used kind words and gentleness to stop it? No, I'm not here to say that violence is the answer. It's a tool. But so is love, because the same fire that burns with love burns with that passion. Now, you will hear some amazing speakers today, people of different faiths who've received their message to bring people together and to empower them. The love is as motivating as the anger. The anger should bring some comfort as the love, because we are designed to feel all of this. We are designed to come together and to feel some disgust when we watch murder happen so open. When we watch ICE go unchecked. When we watch them kill and say, I'm sorry, there are no body cams. Fuck that!
Fuck that.
To hell with that! To hell with all of this that says, let's take the high road. Let's let the system work its magic. Let the justice system step up. The justice system has killed every person that you see a name of on these hearts. But we can't give in to that hate. We can't give in and let that rage burn us up. We have to use that as a torch, as a way that leads forward.
That's right, brother. You're preaching.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, it is an honor to be able to introduce so many people of different backgrounds, of different faiths, of different organizations. But y'all, I don't want you to leave here angry any more than I want you to leave here complacent. I want you to leave here motivated, to recognize that you each are a piece of the divine, and that you can act with divine intervention, especially when you watch these Gestapo cosplayers hurting our neighbors, hurting our brothers, our sisters, our kin. But no more.
No more.
Not in our city.
Amen, brother.
But before we get started on that, we're going to start by feeling what it is to have love resonate through each of us. When people sing, the soul is heard. And it is such an honor to be able to bring up Resistance Sings. These are people who realize that the best way for them to fight their fight is through the levity of music. To let their hearts be heard. And when you hear them sing, y'all take a second, just a moment. Close your eyes. Let the sound travel through you, knowing that it is traveling through each of us. We are connected. This is resonance. This is the power of us. Everyone, please welcome up Resistance Sings.
exactly what Des said. There's something pretty special that happens in us, among us, when we join our voices. And so this is an invitation for all of us here to join in song tonight. We're going to start with a song that you'll echo. We are here, with our voices. And then all together we're going to sing, and our love for each other will carry us home. And our love for each other will carry us home. And our love for each other will carry us through. Here's how it goes. Repeat after me. We are here. With our voices. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With our voices. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With our voices. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With our courage. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With our city. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With each other. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With our love. And our love for each other will carry us through. We are here. With our love. And this love for each other will carry us through. You feel and sound beautiful. I believe in the power of love. I believe we will rise above. I believe in the power of love. I believe we will rise above. I believe in the power of love. I believe we will rise above. You got it. Sing out. Power of love. I believe we will rise above. I believe in the power of love. I believe we will this resistance singing got new flames out of Minneapolis and spread throughout the country. So there are many groups that are gathering to bring singing forth and to resist using this vibration and this resonance in joy and knowing that resonating out matters. This next song, Hold On, if you have watched any of the videos that have come out of Minneapolis, the singing videos, this one has come out quite a bit. The words are, hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. So maybe as we sing this, you might want to have somebody in mind that you're sending this out to. Maybe somebody who's right next to you. Maybe it's somebody across some miles. Feel free to sing out and share your heart in this song. And it goes like this. Hold on, hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. Hold on, hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. Hold on, hold on, my dear ones, here comes the dawn. My dear ones, here Check in with your innards and see how they're feeling. Let it vibrate, feel it. That's what we have to do, is feel it. One more song. You'll echo, and then we'll sing together, and we'll just make our way through it. All right. And that's what this hold on, here comes the dawn, because of this, the words of this next song. And you might want to clap. In fact, let's just start. In this house, we lead with love. In this house, we lead with love. In this house, we lift each other up. In this house, we lift each other up. In this house, we learn to fly with the dove. In this house we learn to fly with the dove. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. In this house we lead with love. Keep going. In this house we lift each other up. In this house we learn to fly with the dove. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming. Now you echo. So come on over. Welcome in. Come on over. Let's be friends. Come on over. Now everybody together. There is enough. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Oh, this is the house we've been from the top. In this house we lead with love. In this house we lift each other up. In this house we learn to fly with the dove. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming. Now you echo. Come on over. Welcome in. Come on over. Let's be friends. Come on over. There is enough. Let's do that again. It's 7 counts. Like there is enough. Ready? There is enough. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Oh, we've been dreaming of. Oh, this is the house we've been dreaming of. Thank you, everybody. Great to sing with you. Keep on singing.
By the way, we sing together. That includes all of you, so thank you for everybody for joining us today. We appreciate it.
But I saw that one reader.
It isn't too uncommon that when we gather to fight against this regime, this empire, people show up to rabble rouse. We don't engage them. We don't fight with them. But what's funny is when you watch them show up with bodyguards, because a bunch of people up here singing, opening their hearts, that is a threat to little pitiful people who think that this is a place that they can have any sway upon the good that we're doing. Resistance Sings does amazing work. Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you so much. Up next, we have 2 speakers coming from CORN. Now, CORN is the Colorado Regional Network. Y'all, right now, the biggest tool that the administration has is to separate us, to divide us, to see one another as enemies, to find any excuse to turn us against our brothers, our sisters, and our kin. But people like Molly, people like Mackenzie, these are 2 individuals who are engaged with CORN to show that we will not be separated, that a local organized resistance is a shield that will defend. Now, I want you to take notice as they come up here, they show their strength, they speak from the heart. And I had a wonderful conversation with Mackenzie, so I'm going to pick on her for just a second. This is an incredibly passionate, if I can say short kindly, minority female body. This is someone who, despite all the things that may try to intimidate her, she says, oh hell no. If she can get up here and stand with fire in her heart, I want each of you to think what you can do to take a little piece of that flame and build it into something within yourself. Let's welcome Molly and Mackenzie from Corn.
Hello everyone. First off, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you who showed up consistently over and over for the immigrant community, because we need you. I'm Molly, a 40-year-old immigrant woman who was adopted from Colombia. I'm also a single mom of 2. I have been volunteering with CORN, the Colorado Rapid Response Network, and Migro Watch for about 6 months now. Prior to that, I was doing court watch in Denver at Immigration Court. So far for me, going out to answer a call for confirmers or observers for ICE activity has been very frustrating. I live in Northwest Colorado Springs, and by the time I can get to these calls, ICE has gone. ICE is not working in Colorado like what we saw in Minnesota. I would liken ICE activity here to a smash and grab. They are not doing a large presence in a visible part of town. They are pulling people over or taking them off the street with no warning. This is why we need confirmers all over town. In every corner of this city, we need actionable response time. We need eyes and ears and phones for video evidence each and every time they kidnap someone. I joined CORN, Migro Watch, Indivisible, 5051, and Court Watch because sitting at home, watching Facebook or Instagram reels, seeing the atrocities that were going on around me caused me to feel alone, isolated, and helpless. And anyone else here who can relate to those feelings, unless you get out and make an actual difference, those feelings only get worse. This administration wants us all to feel hopeless and isolated. They want us to feel like the majority of people here agree with or are perfectly fine with the kidnapping and murder of our neighbors, friends, and families. And more so, they want us to become accustomed to it. And I fear that is what is happening already. We must not ever become accustomed to this. This must never be normal. And the only person who can stop that from happening is you, here and now. I have a 15-year-old son who will get his driver's license in October. And any parent here knows that that alone is scary enough. But to add on top of that, the worry that he could be racially profiled and pulled over by ICE without me even knowing is life-stopping. Knowing that, feeling that, makes it unimaginable for me to how our undocumented neighbors are feeling daily. I believe that empathy, truly feeling what our non-white neighbors feel, will be what changes the tide. Gathering together and saying no, collectively, will become too much for this administration to ignore. I know I mentioned earlier about having felt alone and isolated. I will tell you that I have met some of the most amazing people in the past year and a half. My closest friends have become those who I know would not only work tirelessly if my children or I were ever kidnapped, but who are fighting for all of us now. I respect these people. I will stand alongside these people. And I will forever be grateful to these people. You are my family. Now, no one here is asking you to do everything. You don't even need to stop doing the things you love, but you need to do something more than what you are doing now. Donating, posting on social media or reposting, talking to friends and family, calling our representatives, going to No Kings, while all good and necessary, none of that is enough anymore. I'm asking each and every one of you here today to join Negro Watch or become a confirmer through Corn. Commit to, if you see something, say something, and have the tools to do that effectively. I know it's scary. Everything about the world and our lives has become exponentially worse in the last year and a half. Commit to helping us out, not because it is easy, but because it is hard. I joined all these groups because I recognize my own privilege, and I realize that with privilege comes responsibility. Thank you.
Hello everyone. If my mom was here, she'd be very mad that I'm reading off my phone, so I apologize. But thank you so much, Molly. That was incredibly inspiring. So I'm going to cut down my speech a little bit and make sure that all the key points are touched. But first off, my name is Mackenzie. I also go by Mac. I was born up in Denver and went to CC and graduated a year ago now. Recently moved back and am working actually here downtown. And I'm speaking today because I was trained as a confirmer with the Colorado Immigrant Rights Coalition. If you've heard of CIRC, that's who they are. And I was trained last October up in Denver. It actually wasn't until I moved down here that I responded to my first call. I'm going to take us through what that looks like, just so you can kind of see the steps and also the mindset going into it. So I was on my way to work on a Tuesday, and I actually left something at the house, so I was super upset that I would be late, but I ended up witnessing two unmarked vehicles headed east on Platte pull over a young woman and a man in her passenger seat. I got that sinking feeling in my stomach that you all probably feel when you see unmarked vehicles milling about, but especially just with the quickness that they pulled them aside. So it was definitely scary to turn around. I probably wouldn't have known what to do if I wasn't trained through Corn. And because I had the confidence to turn around and bear witness of them yanking her uncle out of the car. He was on his way home from a court appointment, and they ambushed him just on the side of the road. Violently, of course, no warrant, and did not give any other justification except that he is illegal. By the time I got there, I recorded it, and I exited my car. ICE was gone. And because of Corn, I knew to record it, so we had video to send to the little Facebook, so when you all see something suspect, record it. And then once I got to the car, I met Elizabeth, who was his niece, taking him to his court appointment, and she essentially ran down what happened, and I was able to call the hotline. So I would like everyone to pull out their phones, please. I'm watching all of you. I can see all of you. Pull out your phones. You're going to go into your contacts and make a new contact. Okay. And once you have that contact, you're going to make the contact name CORN, all caps, CORRN. And then that number is going to be 844. Yeah, repeat it back. 844.
844
864.
864
83.
8341.
41. You're going to save that contact, and that's who you're going to call if you see anything that could be potential ICE activity. Once you call them, you'll give them the best amount of details that you can, and then they'll call confirmers from the surrounding areas to come and verify if it's ICE, if it's police, whatever. But that's the most important thing to take away from my speech is the hotline. So please make sure you save that and call it, because there will be someone who will respond both to your call and also to confirm whether it was ICE or not. But essentially, I was with Elizabeth. We were there for an hour running down what happened, trying to gather evidence, witness statements, all the things. And then once we were done, she headed home. But we exchanged numbers, and actually, because I was there, I was able to reach across my networks, including DSA here, so thank you, Colorado Springs DSA, as well as some just friends and family, and we were able to raise over $700 for her uncle's immigration fund, or immigration legal fund. And that is, yeah, that's awesome. And that's an example of what can happen when you're equipped with the tools to bear witness to horrible things. Even though I wasn't able to keep ICE from kidnapping her uncle, even though I wasn't able to give her immediate comfort in that moment, I was able to help her family as well as call other people in to help her family as well. So I want that to show that no matter what you do, doing something is enough, and you have to understand your own risk that it will take. For me, I look brown, and what that means is ICE could target me, so I have to understand what that means going into it. I'm also 5 foot, so that means they could easily knock me over. And those are things that I have to be prepared for going into that, so I want you all to evaluate your own risk. In evaluating my risk, I understand that I am a citizen, I am able-bodied, I am English-speaking, and those are things that will really be on my side when documenting an ICE kidnapping or ICE presence. So I want you to think about that. Where is your privilege? What do you have? What are the tools that you have that someone else might not have that you might be able to leverage to help other people? I also want to speak to the fear of violence, because that's really fair. We're seeing ICE murder people in the streets, and it makes sense to be scared of that. However, I want to remind us that Black and brown people, queer people, working people have lived under this violence since the start of the US. What this means is that if we're able to resist and survive up until this day, you have the power to step in and do what you can. And I also want to remind us that they're enacting violence on us every day, whether we feel it in the grotesque ways that they're doing it or not. Another thing that's important is bearing witness. It is so scary to turn around and pretend that this isn't happening, since they are doing it in really sneaky smash and grab ways. But at least you can do is look around, see what's happening in your community, document it, share your stories, and encourage other people to not turn a blind eye to the violence that we're seeing right now. I'm going to end this with a little quote from one of my favorite authors, Zora Neale Hurston. She said, "If you are silent about your pain, they'll kill you and say you enjoyed it." And I want that to sit with everyone today. But yeah, visit CORN over there, sign up to become a confirmer, and use that hotline. Thank you.
Powerful women fighting the good fight, y'all. Everyone can do this. As Rabbi Aya Pillsbury from the Temple Beit Torah comes up, I want to remind everybody that the hearts that are hanging on these trees are meant to be taken. These are names of people who were gone. We cannot let them be forgotten. And I encourage everybody who's out on the sidewalk, come on in this way. Come on in and come together. Feel the power of what it is to be close, to be united. Everybody, please welcome Rabbi Aya.
It is such a privilege to be here right now, to be able to feel the sun on my face and the breeze all around me, to be free. I think of my children right now who are being tucked into bed and running around like crazy little amazing people that they are. And I think of all of the children who are being imprisoned right this second. And my heart is breaking. This should not be the country that we live in. Today in 2026, we should know better. I grew up on stories of the Holocaust, on stories of genocide and oppression. My grandfather didn't help liberate the camps themselves, but he was there afterwards, when all of these young women and people who had nowhere left to go were still there, emaciated and bloated, and begging him to marry them so he could rescue them and they'd disappear and never have to deal with them again. And he would be haunted. At 85, at 90, he still sees their faces. And I used to imagine, what would I do if I were living next to a concentration camp? Surely I would never let that happen to another human being. And yet here I am. And we have concentration camps. And our money is paying for them. And we are not stopping them. And to be honest, I don't know how. But looking around, looking at our power, looking at this amazing world of ours, I think of our ancestors. I think of all that they fought for and all of the terrible things that have been done to all different peoples all over the world and in the United States by our government. And then I also remember that every single religious tradition I have ever come across, which of course is not all of them, we all agree that humans, that people, we are made in the image of the divine. That within one life exists the entire world. All possibility, all goodness, all light. And so we will continue to remind our government and our world that this is ours. And we value life. We value all life. And we will make sure that their memories continue to be for a blessing. We will make goodness, we will make light, and we will make freedom. Thank you.
Beautifully put. This is the kind of strength that poses a threat to those who would hide behind their screens and be cowards. Next, we're going to welcome up Mel from Migra Watch. And as they come up to the stage, I want you to think about who's spoken so far. Think about what you can take from that. Think about the power within their words. And realize that the strength is within each of you. We can fight fascism. We can say no Nazis in Colorado Springs. Right? So Mel from Migra Watch.
First off, chinga la migra. Chinga la migra. Everybody, chinga la migra. And that means fuck ice in Spanish, if y'all didn't know. And that's what we say in Migra Watch. We have our table over there. We say fuck ice, and we've been saying fuck ice since February of 2026 here in Colorado Springs. I'm sad that we're here today. How do I get through this, right? Like, it's been a hard week for me. I answered a page here the other day and came across a car with the keys sitting in the cup holder. All 3 gentlemen were kidnapped. All 3 of your neighbors were taken in broad daylight. I had to take that car back to the family. But sitting there in that man's car, driving it, I don't know who they are. I have no idea who they are. I just wanted to get the car back so it's one less thing they have to worry about. But this is the shit. This is what we're dealing with. This is America. This isn't the America that I wanted. This is not the America that I dreamt of. When I was in elementary and high school, for some reason, I think I was a little bit brainwashed to believe liberty and justice for all. Every day said that. Every morning woke up and said that. From the age of 6 to 18. And now we're sitting here watching our neighbors get kidnapped because of the color of their skin. They're getting murdered in the streets. The families are being destroyed. I'm sorry that we're here. I am originally from Houston. My address used to be 7605 Canal Street. I used to take that intersection every day to go home. I know exactly where that man got murdered in the street. I cried. I cried. And I have been crying. I don't know how to stop. Take a name. Take a name from the tree, please. Because there's a family that's destroyed. There's kids that are wondering where their parents are. There's kids that are still waiting in school lines because their parents got picked up 5 minutes before they make it to them. I know it. It's true. Whether you fucking hear it in the news or not, I'm telling you guys, I'm talking to these families. I'm delivering groceries. I'm those extra eyes in their neighborhood so they can sleep better at night. It sucks. I'm nobody. Nobody. I'm a regular American just like you guys, but I'm ashamed to say that. I've been more ashamed to call myself an American these last few months than I've ever been in my whole life. I'm sorry that we're here. I want us to remember Lorenzo. I want us to remember the gentleman that killed in Maine, his 3-year-old crying over his body. And the one that was running in fear that got ran over by a semi-truck. We can go on and on and on and on. When is it going to stop? When is America going to wake up and realize that this isn't, that they are not law enforcement? They're Nazis. They are Gestapo. They're doing warrantless arrests. They're the ones challenging the Constitution for me and you. And they're going to come for the immigrant. They're going to come for me next. You guys can join Meager Watch. We're always looking for new people to do patrols. We're always looking for people to deliver groceries. We're always looking for people, more eyes in Colorado Springs, because they are colluding with CSPD. They are colluding with the sheriff. I know for a fact. I can tell you guys, I've talked to the families. They're getting pulled over at traffic stops. You have to pay attention to those. If they are brown, pay attention. They may not be going home. They're getting picked up from court. That's illegal. In case you guys didn't know, that's straight up illegal. That's in your Constitution. You should have free passage to go to and from court. And they are getting picked up on their way home from court. Boxed in. Scared. Imagine calling your family in fear, like, hey, I'm getting boxed in by ICE and I'm done for, actually. Because that's exactly the conversation I ran into with delivering that car. The gentleman was already on the phone with the other man's wife and mom. They're crying on the other end. We don't know where this man is at. I appreciate y'all being here today. I'm sorry that we're here today. I hope that you guys do one thing a day to stop this fascism. I don't know what that may be or what it may look like, but everybody has a part in the resistance, okay? Whether it's painting a rock, being here at a protest, reposting, or watching ICE and being a confirmer, delivering groceries. We've got the list. It goes on and on. Stand up, be active, be more than this. Meager Watch 719 on all social platforms. My name is Mel. Thank you very much.
This is what America is, y'all. Coming together and sharing our strength. We fought a war about what to do about fascism, what to do about Nazis. We're going to get there again. We're going to push this out because we're spreading love and purpose to help continue this purpose. We have Josh Rumpel from the First Congregational Church here in Colorado Springs. Please welcome up.
What's up, friends? My neighbors. It's good to see you all tonight. My name is Reverend Josh Rumpel, and I'm the Associate Minister at First Congregational Church, just over there, downtown Colorado Springs. Hello, other neighbor. I speak on behalf of myself here. I'm here today with the hearts deep in grief, and a heart steeped in fury. Lorenzo, Salgado, Araujo, and Juan Sebastian Guerrero should be here today. The violence that took them is the same violence that has been wreaked on us before. It's empire masquerading as heroes, thugs carrying military-grade weapons garbed in cheap camo. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, I think the acronym is NAZI for shorts, has been lawlessly murdering our neighbors all across the country. They do so without repercussion, without regard for the dignity that all people deserve. They are unjust, immoral, and sinful, wreaking havoc, pain, and chaos in neighborhoods all around. My faith calls for me to speak with clarity, unabashedly in defense of all people, especially the poor, the migrants, and the marginalized. I follow in the tradition of those who have come before me to loudly criticize the empires that trod over the weak. I don't call for a reformation of ICE, a more just version of ICE. It does not need to be reformed. It needs abolished. It is not just flawed, it is corrupted to its very core, following in their own tradition of slave catchers. There is no compromise to be made, no treaties to be signed with ICE, because the United States breaks those treaties anyway. Our neighbors deserve a place to call home, and this place is their home. There's no room for hatred in our home, and I cannot sit idly by as violence is wreaked upon our neighbors. Justice will come. The people cry out. None of us are free until all of us are free. Fuck ICE.
We're so lucky as a city to have such an eclectic group of people speaking from different faiths, showing that this is not some fringe movement. This is what it's about.
Yeah.
Pushing back, fighting back, empowering one another. Next up, we have Alicia Erickson, co-host of Religious Rejects podcast. It's about inclusion. It's about righteous anger. Please welcome Alicia.
Hi everyone, my name is Alicia, she, her. And
I'm not here to do what others have already done so well, which we have heard so much of, enumerating the wrongs, enumerating the injustices. I stand here as a queer woman of faith that I sometimes claim. Today I'm claiming it. Each of you come from different spiritual backgrounds. You have spiritual traditions that you perhaps draw on. Maybe they're old ones, maybe they're new ones. Maybe you're part of the psychedelic church, which I love, that we have in Colorado Springs. Yay, Colorado Springs! Right? I'm also a white person. My ancestors came here enough generations ago that I am considered a regular American now. That means I have privilege to burn. Does anyone else here have privilege to burn? Raise your hand. There are people here tonight who do not have privilege to burn. And they get to decide how and when they put their bodies on the lines. That means that those people who look like me, and I am not trans or non-binary, those folks also get to choose when they put their bodies on the line. But I have privilege to burn. I've been burning it, and it's not used up yet. You spoke earlier, Des, about the fire of love. I brought a real candle. I know they gave us these lovely flaming battery-operated candles, but I brought a real candle that keeps going out. But the point is, so many of our spiritual traditions light candles. I want you to think for a moment. I want you to turn to someone near you. Introduce yourself if you don't know who they are. Even better yet, turn to somebody you don't know. Make new friends. Make new neighbors. Tell them one new thing you are going to do to step up and burn the privilege you have to make Colorado Springs a city we can actually say lives up to the ideals of the American ways of truth, justice, and freedom for all. So turn to each other, name one new thing you're going to do. You've got 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27, 24. Because you had more time then than most people have had who have been kidnapped by ICE this past week, right? So, the other thing you're going to do, you're going to go home and you're going to light a candle. You can buy candles. I have a Virgen de Guadalupe. They're $1 in grocery stores. They burn for days on end. You are going to see this candle in your home. You are going to remember the promise you just made. You will think of the privilege you have and the privileges you do not have, taking into account all of who you are. And you are going to stand up and you are going to burn the privilege you have to stand with our neighbors and our families and our loved ones and our teachers and our janitors and our doctors
and our nurses and all of the people that we have lost. Who's with me? Burn your privilege. Light your candles. Remember those we've lost. Love y'all.
Carry the torch, y'all. Carry the torch for those who aren't here with us anymore. Carry the torch for those who are lost in the darkness. They can see a way forward to help bring that idea home. We have a retired Lutheran pastor and the leader of the Colorado Springs Faith Table, Paula Stecker.
How's that for a tapestry of love and fury and action that we are weaving together tonight? Yes, I'm Paula with the Faith Table of Colorado Springs. Do you know why I came tonight? Because I know that the people of the United States are better than this. And because I worship a God who shows no partiality. I believe that our collective human dignity, that strangers, demands that strangers appearing at our borders, who integrate their lives peacefully in our neighborhoods, they deserve a transparent and a just road to citizenship. Because without that, we do not have a perfect union. We the people, can you say that? We the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. As a retired Lutheran pastor, I know how important that Constitution and the Bill of Rights is to our freedom to live moral lives, to follow our conscience, and they are also important for our common good, protecting us from the abuse of power, which is so rampant right now. When these guardrails are destroyed, there is no tranquility. In the past week, two persons, Lorenzo and Juan Sebastian, peacefully going about their day as part of their communities, were shot dead. The use of deadly force because DH officers don't know how to do traffic stops without pulling out guns and shooting? This is not tranquility. This is not justice. The billions of dollars that have been dumped toward them to carry out their mission. Who will hold them accountable? It has to be we the people. We the people. This Congress will not do it. The courts will not do it. It has to be we the people. Let the Department of Homeland Security know that we've had enough. That God does not bless them for their violent actions. That the divine does not smile on holding families hostage for decades rather than providing a road to citizenship. That we do not support their policies to cage children for months at a time. That we will not keep quiet. No, we will not keep quiet until we can secure the blessings of liberty for all the people. Amen?
And to that glorious list of things that you can do, I want to add that through Together Colorado, Faith Table is the caucus of Together Colorado here in the Springs. This coming Thursday evening, there is a training for democracy protection. Month by month, there will be training to help us know in our county what can we do to protect elections, to make sure that people are reassured of the integrity of the elections and get out and vote, and to make sure that the people elected get seated. If you are interested, if you have people that can come talk to me, talk to Joanne, we have a sign-up sheet. We'll get you the information. Thank you.
We end today's evening of power, of community, by having a speaker who represents a coalition of different voices. Gloria Martinez is with Bacchus, the Black, Asian, Chicanos, Indigenous of Southern Colorado. Y'all please welcome Gloria Martinez.
Hola! Remember, you have to say si se puede. Yeah, I really hate that we have to be up here. This has got to be the ultimate. You ought to be enjoying your summer, right? So about 2 or 3 weeks ago, my friend Lori and I and Nancy were back at the DEM office when their security people moved in, and we confronted them. Well, Gavon did. And the guy ended up telling me if I had my papers in order, I shouldn't worry, and that I could cut his grass. Somebody told him, don't you know who she is? I said, I don't think he cares. So I called my sons and I told them what happened. The other one said, do I need to send somebody down there to protect you? And I said, no, I have Colorado Springs. Yeah! And my oldest in Wichita, Kansas, runs the grass company that cuts the grass for all the football fields. He says, I tell you what, Mama, I'll send 4 guys down there to cut grass and kick his ass. I said, don't worry about it. I got 3 beautiful women in the DEM office will do it for you. I want you to let your heart soften. My sweetheart, Teresa, who I take care of her children, said yesterday that she couldn't take it anymore. So she's going to the doctor and went to get medication for depression. It broke my heart. She says, I'm worried they're going to pick me and my kids up, my husband up, and you'll never see me again. I said, that ain't going to happen. You got everything in order. Well, come to find out, somebody doesn't. One of them doesn't. But if they're going to harass me, what are they going to do to her, right? What are they going to do to you guys for helping us? I'm not here to give you sad stories. I'm here to give you encouragement. You got to have, si se puede. You got to enjoy life. You cannot let them take away the beauty of your friendship with Hispanos, Latinos, Chicanos, and Indios. Don't let that take that beauty away from you for being my friend, all right? Don't let that depression get a hold of us. That's wrong. If you believe in the Lord, my grandma used to say, if you pray, why worry? If you worry, why you pray? Right? I didn't intentionally come up here to make you feel bad for the Hispanics, because you know this country's been wrong. Look what they did to the people from Oklahoma at one time. Coming into California, they blocked them. So if you got roots, all of us do. You got better stories than I do, no doubt. But don't go home thinking that you gotta always feel sorrowful. Have that power, have that energy, have that desire to make sure we can get democracy back. My friend made this t-shirt, we're going to be giving them out, but she's changing the words to them. You know, those guys are messing with democracy. You're Europeans who came here to give us democracy, did you not? Then protect that democracy you gave us. because my grandfather was already here. I remember the stories. Remember I told you that story where he'd say, "Este Mexico, este France, este Spain, and now we're America. We gotta speak English." So since you did that already, don't worry about it. Fight, vote. Don't forget to vote. Tell the Hispanic people to vote, because a lot of them think their vote don't count, and it does. Make sure you tell those Gonzalez, Martinez, Oronas, Olanes, hey, your vote does count. You are beautiful people that give your evening up. My brother died 56 years ago in Vietnam. For us to have democracy, for us to have a voice, right? My son went to Iraq twice. All his friends went to Iraq. What for? For us to have a voice. So let's do that voice. Sí se puede. Thank you.
We have listened to power. We have listened to resiliency. If somebody like Gloria doesn't need people to show up to fight her fight, that just goes to show you the cowardice behind those who require protection, like fascists who show up armed to intimidate. But we're leaving today with love and momentum. That same fire that burns can be rage or love. Let it be both. We have a song for you. A song with the name of every person that ICE has taken from us. These were our brothers, our sisters, and our kin. Please join me in silence as we remember them and bring them to us here.
Mamuka Artemeladze, Alejandro Cabrera Clemente, Tuan Van Bui, Jose Guadalupe Ramos Solano, Royer Perez Jimenez, Mohammed Nazir Haktiawal, Emmanuel Damas, Heyman Carcenas Najafabadi, Alberto Gutierrez Reyes, Jairo Garcia Hernandez, Lorth Sin, Alex Preti, Victor Manuel Diaz, Heber Sanchez Dominguez, Haradi La, Renee Nicole Good, Luis Beltran Yanez Cruz, Luis Gustavo Nunez Caceres, Geraldo Lunas Campos, Keith Porter, Nenko Stanev Ganchev, Faad Said Abdulkadir, Delvin Francisco Rodriguez, John Wilson Brutus, Shiraz Fatahali Sashwani, Pete Samalo Montejo, Francisco Gaspar Andres, Randall Gamboa Esquivel, Kai Yin Wang, Josue Castro Rivera, Gabriel Garcia Aviles, Hassan Ali Mohammed Saleh, Leo Cruz Silva, Miguel Angel Garcia Medina, Wabing Ji, Norlan Guzman Fuentes, Ishmael Ayala Uribe, Santos Vanegas Reyes, Silverio Villegas Gonzalez, Oscar Rascon Duarte, Lorenzo Antonio Batres Vargas, Carlos Roberto Montoya, Xiaofeng Ji, Tien Xuan Fan, Jamie Alanis Garcia, Isidoro Perez, Johnny Noviello, Jesus Molina Vella, Abelardo Avellaneda Delgado, Marie Ange Blaise, Nguyen Ngoc Nguyen, Brian Garzon Rayo, Ruben Ray Martinez, Juan Alexis Tineo Martinez, Maxim Cherniak, Serawit Gazan Dejin, Genry Ruiz Julian, Lorenzo Salgado Araujo, Joan Sebastian Guerrero.
Too many names. Too many families without people they love. But we will continue to fight that good fight. We will be the love with a backbone. We will be the kindness with teeth. And together, we're going to change this country for the better. Everybody go home, be safe, and remember, you are loved. Thank you. Thank you.